Today I'll be looking back and sharing with you this passing year's collection of videos that I never published, unseen footage, and other products that I may be working on, plus the greatest thing I did all year. This is 2022, A Year in Smoke. First of the year, we decided to roll up my modified limited edition Fire Engine Red 22-inch Weber kettle with a Slow and Sear 2.0 for our New Year's Day double smoked ham.
It's with a ham.
Look at this. The whole thing broke and the water's just leaking out. And now it's all in my ash pan. Fantastic. Now without the water, the ham finished fine, and I'm happy to report that after a quick email, S&S guaranteed their product and sent me a replacement for free. Just before the Super Bowl, I made a side dish video that I never published of tomatillo avocado salsa. It's pretty easy to make, actually. Just peel, rinse, and quarter 8 to 10 tomatillos. Fun fact, tomatillos are also known as Mexican ground cherries and are part of the nightshade family. Slice up a large jalapeno, seeds and all. Drop all of this into a food processor. Add 1 avocado, a handful of cilantro, the juice of a lime, about 1/8 of a cup of cojita cheese, salt and pepper to taste. You blend it all together and you've got a bright green, creamy salsa that is certain to be a crowd pleaser. This summer, our local Costco started carrying TriTip for the very first time, which is not commonly found here in North Carolina. So I picked up a package and decided to use my offset with a built-in cowboy grate over the firebox to reverse sear one. Man, it looked good, but that was about it. Both TriTips were actually really chewy, like a bicycle tire. It was weird. And no, I was not slicing with the grain. So, for that reason, I didn't publish the video. What is that?
Me. That looks like a birthday cake.
It's not a birthday cake? What's on top?
Candle.
In July, I set out on my first attempt at making tacos al pastor, which I filmed vertically for Instagram. Now, this popular Mexico City taco gets its roots from Lebanese immigrants. The thin slices of marinated pork, layered and cooked vertically on a spit, is shaved and served on a warm tortilla with pineapple, onion, and cilantro. Over Labor Day weekend, while at the beach, I used the snake method for the very first time, believe it or not, to make what else? Barbecue. And that's right, no rub, just salt. Pair with some homemade Eastern North Carolina vinegar-based barbecue sauce. Man, look at that color. The snake method, it worked, but it was a little fast. After 2 years, the cover on my old country Pecos was getting pretty worn and faded. So I got a new one. Now, if you don't remember, back in January, I enlisted the help of a few skilled workers.
I have to turn it on. Doesn't work.
With their help, I built a wood rack in our driveway for a load of oak and hickory that I got from a coworker. Now, by August, it was well seasoned. By October, it had received a second complaint from the HOA, so it had to come down. But with 2 or 3 additional pieces of lumber, we improved it, put a roof on it, and moved it to a nice spot at the edge of our yard. While cleaning out our pantry, my wife found 2 old bags of brisket rub. They were several years old, and I wasn't going to use them, so I decided to see if they would keep dogs off my yard. It did not. Recently, I picked up this baby, a used original PK grill. Now, just under $200, it was the most I ever spent on a used grill, but these things are like $500 new. They are solid, cast aluminum, made in the USA and widely used by folks in the SCA. Now, I'll admit it's pretty small. I actually laughed out loud when I saw it, but the P in PK stands for portable, so it makes sense. Now, this one obviously needs some TLC, so a good cleaning and maybe a few upgrades, like bigger wheels, paint the cart. Who knows? You have to wait and see. Now, as for Christmas, this year was one of our coldest on record. So to avoid much time outside, I used the old faithful, no maintenance, pit barrel cooker. And there wasn't crazy bark, which wasn't surprising, but of course, it turned out great. Now, I can't go without saying I would have put out more material, but frankly, I just got busy doing something great, spending more time with my family.